What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and some of you have asked me about my process and workflow for making and editing videos because I do quite a few other jobs, and video editing can be quite a time-consuming process. But I've managed to get that time down quite a bit, and I think it would help others because I was reading a Reddit thread recently where people were talking about how they dedicate 4 to 6 hours a day just to video editing, and I think that modern tools can really help along the way. So I'm going to show you my workflow in this video, and then I'm actually going to make a few other videos on how you can use other tools to improve your workflow as well. So before we get started, if you're watching this video, chances are you're not subscribed because 99% of you are not subscribed, and that's a pretty bad number. So if you like this one, be sure to click on that sub or thanks button below. All right. So essentially, I have some videos here that I recorded, an unboxing or a review or something like that, right? So we're going to edit an unboxing, and we're going to use Premiere Pro. So let's open up Premiere Pro, and this is a new workspace. And what you want to do is you want to go to Window, go to Workspaces, and choose Text-Based Editing. This is an important part, or some of these options might be missing, but you use Text-Based Editing. Then we're going to go ahead and drag our video into the timeline, and it will begin transcribing the video. And this is key to one of the aspects of video editing that it's going to make it really, really fast. So we're going to let this go ahead and transcribe. It takes a minute. All right, so here is the video, and here is the transcribed information. It doesn't matter if this text is correct or not. We just need kind of the general idea of what we're going to be doing. Now, normally video editing involves zooming into the timeline, finding where we start, and then kind of trying to, use the splice tool to cut and all that stuff. I don't do any of that anymore, or when I do, it's very rare and for specific purposes. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click the filter option here, and I'm going to find all the pauses in the video. And then I'm going to choose delete, and I'm going to choose delete all. And now all the pauses in the video have been deleted, and if I go to one of the transitions, and you can see that it completely cut out any of the pauses in the video, and it looks professionally edited. Well, not professionally edited, but it looks edited. So what you're going to want to do now is just watch through the video itself, make sure that there aren't any mistakes or anything. And then once you're happy with the results, we're going to go over to export. And I use a few tools. So if I go over to metadata and effects, you can actually use loudness normalization. These are some of the settings I use. This is really useful for if you have like a SM7B or something like that, where the mic is, or a dynamic mic in general, where the volume is really, really low. This is going to help bring that loudness up. And then of course for video settings, I have it match the source, which is always 4K. And then you can go ahead and export here, and I'll show you how to do the next step in just a moment. And if you want to edit anything, it's pretty cool. So we can see that there's a mistake here. If I go and press play. So I say that part twice. So because it has text-based editing, all I have to do is find the first time I say it. I'll find right here, just so that you can actually connect the little cable in case you want to. And you can see that I say this line twice. It's down here. So I just highlighted that, and I'm going to hit the backspace key. And now it's gone. Now if I watch this back. See, so very easily we can make quick edits on the fly. Now we're going to go ahead and hit export. Here I have some general settings. You can see I have a YouTube preset where I keep the source video at 4K usually. And then for effects, I like to keep loudness normalization on so that all my videos are the same loudness. So when you switch from one to the next one, it doesn't just like blow your ears out, or you have to turn the volume up or down or whatever it happens to be. I go ahead and do some normalization there to kind of ease that on between video and video. And then you're going to name this, or I'm going to name this pre. So this is fan pre. And we're going to go ahead and export this. Now, why are we exporting the video before we're done with it? Because we haven't added our outro or anything. The reason we're actually doing this is because we're going to use a different application. You can choose any application you want. You can use Premiere if you want to add your own effects and all that. But I'm going to show you what I use because I think it makes the process super, super easy. All right, so now the video has finished rendering. So we're gonna go ahead and open up Camtasia. And this is just the app that I'm going to be using for animations and simple things like that. But you can use any app you like. You can do it in Premiere, or you can use something like CapCut or something to make your videos a little more exciting. Add some sound effects and flair and stuff. So I'm just going to make a new project. And then I'm going to drag the video that we just exported. That's why we have pre written there, so we don't get it mixed up with one of the other ones. And we can see that the audio is pretty fairly equalized. There's some parts here that are a little low, but that's because I'm looking away from the camera, so that makes sense. So now what I do is, by default, Camtasia gives you a 1080p canvas and doesn't give you the option to change it to 4K. So what I actually do is I change this to 100% scale, which is a 4K video, and then I right click, go to project settings, and I just go to fit to visible. And now it is a 4K canvas. Easy enough. Now I just scroll through here until I find a part where I need a graphic. So right here. Right there. And in my media library, I have a little subs image. So I drag that subs image in. I place it where I'd like it. And then I just add a fade transition. So now... and that's it. So now I go to the end of the video, and I'm going to go back to my media, and I'm going to add my outro, and I'm going to add it as a layer underneath this one with a little bit of space. You'll notice that I have an icon right here, or a little comment that shows when the outro actually starts. That's because if you look here, it's black because the audio is playing. And then right here is when the video actually starts. So I'm going to drag this over so that I'm talking a little bit through that. And here's why I use Camtasia. So I'm just going to go right here, and I'm going to go to animations, and I'm going to move and then stop that. And the reason I do that is so that it can initiate the zoom and pan. And I'm just going to click on the video and bring the size down here, and then bring the size down here, and that's all there is to it. So now when I watch this, it looks like that. Pretty cool, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add a final transition, which is the fade out, and then I can export my video. But yeah, that's my process for uploading a YouTube video. So now I'm going to go ahead and export this as an MP4 without a controller. The size is the max size, the 4K, and then 60 frames per second at 9,500 bit rate with 320 kilobits per second audio. And we're going to go ahead and export that as fan video for YouTube and hit finish. And that's all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or thanks below. Have a good one. Peace. You can learn a thing or two about a new device. Unboxing kudos, we rock that pseudo administrative elevator command. We build it up or break it down in that virtual lab. From conversations to games to interviews with a broader view. He keeps it fresh, always brings something new. It's MikeTheTech, 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 the architect, MikeTheTech, MikeTheTech, yeah, MikeTheTech, the architect,